Alright, this is my newly painted Traxxas TRX-4 Defender in a beautiful army green sort of colour. Really like the colour. Does look a little bit dark out here. Once it's in the sun it looks beautiful. I haven't taken this guy here crawling yet. I really didn't want to scratch the paint. But I figured this car is not built to be a shelf queen, meant to be driven. I've taken it trailing once, made sure I didn't scratch it, but today I'm going to give it a go at crawling up this cliffside here. This is my Axial SCX10 Deadbolt, quite heavily modified vehicle, and he does amazingly climbing this sort of stuff. Plenty of weight under the axles. The Defender is obviously has a lot higher center of gravity, but he's got those portal axles underneath, which I think will help him clear a lot of the rocks that the Axial gets hung up on. Okay, Traxxas TRX-4 Defender, here we go. I think at the moment I have front diffs locked and rear diffs unlocked, apparently so. So now all four should be locked. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, gonna be a bit of a challenge this first one. The body is slightly longer too, the wheelbase, so whereas the Axial can kind of crawl around the corner there. Defender probably struggles a little bit. There we go. I was in second speed just then, so let's see how we go here. I'm probably going to end up cutting out all the commentary, but it just felt like talking for once. Ooh, it doesn't look too good, does it? Oh no. Bit problematic there. Gonna have to start again, I think. Okay, this is take 2 of the section. He did not do too well on the first take. Just going to unlock those 2 diffs, hopefully. Gives him a slightly better turning radius there, just so we can get up. There we go, beautiful. Lock both diffs again, so we're back into crawling mode, hopefully. There we go, grabbed on there, nicely done. Doing alright now, aren't we? There we go. Oh, no. Oh. Not good. Having a bit of trouble here. It's got no weight on the front, so like the Axial. Today on the Axial, I threw a couple of huge fishing sinkers on it, right on the front in the battery tray. Moved the battery to the center of the vehicle instead. Just to see how he would perform, and actually did quite well. Seems like our Defender might be doing alright at the moment too. We just made it up that one there. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. I'm also using the Axial SCX10 springs in this car, springs and shocks. Anyway, as I was saying before I moved the camera, I'm using the SCX10 springs and shocks in this car because my other car is very heavy and these shocks here are just way too soft. Unfortunately, it seems to be proving a little bit problematic at the moment. Let's see how we go. Defender looks so much more realistic than the SCX10, so it looks really awesome crawling. I love it. Obviously, just that body is very heavy compared to the Axial. makes the car a lot more top heavy. Alright, bit of a challenging spot here. This is a bit of a spot that I don't like so much, because this is where the SCX10 rolled and fell down the cliffside. And I definitely don't want that happening to this guy. Ooh. Let's see how we go here. He's not doing too badly, doing alright. Oh, is he hung up somewhere? Oh, he's just hung up on that big rock in front of him. So my body seems to be doing... yeah, a few scratches there now. Yeah. The next part that we usually do is we just go straight along up here and drive off into the sunset. I will not be doing that because, as you might be able to see, that is a very, very narrow pathway for this fella here to take. So, that's as far as I'm going to come up here. I am very pleased that he actually made it all the way. Considering the SCX10 is so much more modified than the Defender, this guy here did a real good job. Unfortunately, he ended up with a couple of scratches there. The rest of the body looks pretty decent at the moment, which is awesome. Got a nice sharp drop there. There we go, that looks a bit better. Nicely done. Oh. Only worry at the moment is that Defender won't be able to turn a sharp enough radius to get up this spot here. We'll see how we go. Where are we? There we are. Okay. Alright, not doing too bad so far, so good. Keep it going. Oh, look at that. What a champ. On that note, I will grab the SCX10 too, and we'll see how it goes. Tyres on this guy here are not as good because they are a much softer compound. And, well, much softer compound, and they had a lot of playtime on the road, racing around, skidding, drifting, things like that, when I was back home with some other kids. They definitely don't have that same sort of grip factor that the Traxxas does, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to get some new tyres for this car very soon. Eek. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, here we go. Let's try and climb this here. Obviously, as it turns out, the Axial can't. It's actually rather fun for me because it's rather challenging. And I'm just going to try and... There we go. And... see, that's where I like the Traxxas more, is... its body, because it's on portals, its body doesn't get hung up as easily. Okay. We come to around about there. there is about where I'm going to stop for now. Oh, and up again. This is where I assume the Traxxas would do a bit better. And that is why driving on a cliff edge is not so good.